on, get on up. Yeah, we're wild and we can't beat Guys, we are really close to 5,000. As of writing this, we're around 50 or so subscribers away. If we get to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm doing a DreamWorks TV show ranking and a Q&A. So please help us reach our goal. With that, I got nothing else. I don't want to waste too much of your time. Let's get to it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great day in the world of Tubi. Let's not waste time with the intro. But I'm gonna make something fucking clear that y'all couldn't possibly misinterpret it. These aren't movies from Tubi itself. They're movies that happen to be on Tubi when I make the video, alright? Got a few prissy bitches in my comment section last Tubi video over some shit that didn't matter at all. Alright, let's get to it. To prove to y'all that there are in fact some Tubi originals out there, don't worry, I forget too, we have Bad Cat. This film follows a bad cat. As he does bad shit. Actually, this film is surprisingly mature for what it is. The one thing will definitely throw you off. Well, two things. One is the animation. I often bitch when an animated film is so ugly it's hard to look at, and I guess this isn't Finding Jesus or Unstable Fables level, but all the designs just don't really look appealing to me. At the very least, I do remember the design of the main bad cat. The other thing that threw me off is the cat's voice.
Stop making excuses. Do I look like I care? You're a thief, so go out and fucking steal some.
Okay, I guess I can't act like it's incredibly surprising as I just commented on the design of this thing, but it actually isn't what I expected. Actually going in and hearing this was a Tubi original, I didn't really expect much. I thought maybe it was going to be a forgettable slop fest at best. I think this is next to Nocturna as one of the most unexpectedly good films I've watched on this service. Most of the humor unexpectedly lands, the story's interesting enough.
So I see. We just moved.
Whoa! Nope, that's a real cat. That ain't gonna work for me. What happened to Talking Angela, bro? Nah, let's get on this real quick. Everyone says if you say anything about Diane or Judy or any furry character, you're a furry. If this is a real fucking cat, tell me why they made her that. Honestly, when I hear Tubi produce an adult animated film about a cat who swears, I think some Fritz the Cat dirt shit that could easily get old fast. But I actually don't think that's what we got here. Okay, I guess I can't say it's 100% one of the funniest adult animated films I've ever watched, and at times I guess the profanity and vulgar humor could get old, but it also has a story I never knew where it was going, a main character who's funny enough to make the humor work, and I'll just say, Bad Cat has no reason to be this well animated with its action scenes. I'm actually stumped. I can't believe in my 3 videos I've talked about the movies on the service, goddamn Bad Cat is one of the best. I'm talking Nocturna is the only film that beats it, and come on, it's Nocturna. And even the one issue I had off the bat, the animation, it did get better the more I watched it. The designs helped this surreal-ass story stand out all the more. I guess I can finally say I've seen 2 movies on Tubi actually worth watching. Alright, back to the horse shit. Next up is 100% Wolf. I've talked about this movie to some extent, and I can safely tell you I'm about to repeat myself. This film follows Freddy Lupin, the heir to a lineage of werewolves. He seems ready to be the most fearsome, but is shocked when he turns out to be this damn thing. And that's kind of the whole film. Nothing too horrible about it, I will say they really did good with the design of Freddy's poodle form here. It really does stick out in a way that's not too annoying. I do have to stress this isn't a film I get into, but it's a film that if you told me you enjoyed it, I wouldn't blame you. It certainly has its moments. I know a lot of people will see this as a repeat of 2020 in animation, but I'm afraid I got nothing else here. Next up we got Spaced Cats. Okay, getting the cat fix today. And by the way, the title isn't a misprint or anything of that nature. This is in fact a movie about two cannabis-craving cats going across the galaxy to cop some good kush. See, this is why I like this series. This is a movie I can only imagine finding on Tubi. The animation in this one is very weird. You know that really realistic SpongeBob meme of him sitting on the chair looking all depressed? Imagine an entire film with that animation style. You, my friend, have spaced cats. This is one of the worst animated movies I have ever watched, I'm not kidding. And keep in mind, I've watched these movies, so this is a tough sell. It has the Finding Jesus problem. Yup, all the frames are practically the same, very few changes here. What the fuck am I watching? The entire film is like this. It's one of the most jarring experiences I've ever had, at least since, well, when I watched Finding Jesus for 2020 in animation. This is one of those films I just don't get. Like, the idea of 2 cats going across the galaxy to get that good shit is funny enough, but when you don't have the talent to do it, just forget it, man. Alright, next up is Donkey King. Weirdly enough, I've had a few people ask me to review this a few times before, and I gotta say, from the few shots I've seen of this film, I've never understood why. I mean, I guess it looks harmless and the donkey seemed funny, but it just kinda seemed like another damn kids movie. Well, I knew 2 things going into this film. One, it's one of the highest grossing Pakistani movies of all time. Yeah, the fucking Donkey King is the big bucks over there. And 2, there's a Fox character.
Furry fox woman, you say? My lady.
I'm some sort of a genius in that category. See, I come from a place called Big Penisville. I'm the mayor. So, what do you say me and you go out sometime? Oh, hold on, ho! Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. What in God's name is that thing? That's not a fox, that's what my sleep paralysis demon looks like. Yeah, so in a weird twist, one of the most unflattering looking characters I've ever seen in an animated film happens to be this gal. Miss Fitna D's nuts in your mouth. And her whole thing is that she's the personal secretary to our donkey lead here, Mangu, who wins the election in his town of Azad City after the king steps down. Okay, I'm going to be looking at her the entire time, so I'll give you guys an idea of why this design doesn't work. Look at Diane. She's not a traditional looking fox, but she has those small quirks that still give her personality outside of, you know, how her ears move, how her nose moves. It's all those subtle things that make her work in design. Plus, she is a bad bitch. Or how about Nick Wilde? He's a traditional looking fox, but has enough human-like qualities so he doesn't look too uncanny. He still acts like a fox, but he's able to balance the two, once again, aiding his design. This thing is like if you took the worst parts of those two characters and put them in a blender. She looks too much like a normal fox, but also acts too human-like to help her stand out. Instead, she stands out like a sore thumb. She is ugly. The entire film doesn't look like this. The designs are fine. I mean, the animation is a little dated for 2018, but this was third world source, so it makes sense. But geez, it's like they knew that people would kind of be into this thing in 2026, so they said, fuck it, make her ugly. The rest of the film, I couldn't name but two things that stuck out. One was this Geneva Convention violation, and the other was the donkey. I actually think he got some good laughs. Yeah, otherwise, I got nothing. The film is so basic and boring, it's basically a sin. Well, next up we got Homeward. Oh no. Oh, don't tell me. Is this one of those fabled mockbusters people in my niche like to talk about? Oh fuck, it's The Asylum! Next to Video Brinquedo, The Asylum was one of the leaders in mockbusters. These guys made everything. They made Titanic too. How does so is this their mockbuster of Onward? Yup. It's almost like the plot of Onward, though there's a bunch of fantasy shit involved and not in a clever way that Onward did. It's bad. Wait, Joey Lawrence? Okay, I just found out that Haley Joel Osment was in a shitty Cars ripoff, and that's somehow weirder. I mean, Osment was in Kingdom Hearts. I have all the Kingdom Hearts games, but I've never played them. Would you guys? That seems like a cool idea. I'm getting sidetracked. Wait, Tom Green? This movie must be ass. It is. Like, what do you expect? Look at it. It's horribly animated, and mind you, this came out in 2020. Well, so did this. I still can't believe that exists. It's pretty much like every other bad mockbuster. It clearly saw the trailer for a much better film and said, we can do that on the budget of Concord sales. So before I move on to the last movie of the night, I think I need to give you guys some incentive. I'm letting it be known that it'll be roughly till May when I do another Tubi video. I don't want to overdo this series or do it monthly like Years in Animation, so I do want to give time to some other videos I'm working on, but if this video hits 50 likes, I'll do a video ranking of all the Asylum movies. Do it. Why not? I'm checking out the fucking Alpha and Omega movies in a few weeks, so yeah, let's do it again. Alright, let's move on. Our last movie of the night? Oh, for fuck's sake. How many animated movies are about cats, dude? Spy Cat. Yeah, another weird animation fetish for some studios are spy movies. I don't get it either. I guess spies are cool. And guess what I'm about to say? Yep, another boring-ass kids film I've got very few notes on. Decent enough animation, the cat's cute enough. Most of the beats you know about these kinds of movies, they happen here. Not much I can really add. Though I will admit, just putting Addison Rae in the title drop is kind of funny. It just wouldn't be Spy Cat without... Thanksgiving? She's not an actor, she's a musician, so yeah.
Middle of the day.
Off!